I want to talk to you about Russell Wilson in Pittsburgh. You know, Russ is attempting to revive his career in Pitt, and I've seen what it looked like the last few seasons, obviously. But am I crazy to think that Pittsburgh is probably maybe the best landing spot, the most ideal landing spot for him because of their play style? Obviously, we don't know what um, Arthur is going to necessarily call or how the offensive scheme might change a little bit, but I know that they're one of the best zone running teams as well, he's one of the best zone running coaches as is. And what does Najee Harris do best, right? And then you look at Russell Wilson, you play that off, you marry his play action game off with some of the receivers that they have. I think they could be a little more talented at the receiver position personally. But do you think Russell Wilson can revive his career in Pittsburgh?
Well, I think he has to. I don't think there's going to be too many other options if that doesn't work.
Yeah.
The people that I talked to up there said that quarterback competition with Justin Fields was manufactured. It was Russ's job. He clearly wanted all that kind of stuff. And that's talking to people with the team, not
Right.
media. I'll say this: I think that offensively and stylistically, that is a good fit for him. I mean, Arthur Smith loves to run the football and then build for play action off the deep over, and that works for a guy like Russ. My lone concern there is that Steelers' offensive line is hashtag not good. You look at the right tackle position, it's bad. You look at the center position, they had an injury. And the way to beat Russell Wilson, as I've observed over the last 2 years, is sugar those A gaps. If you double up the A gaps and bring the pressure up the middle, he struggles. He loves getting out the back door, out the kitchen. But he's at his best when he can see the edge rush and then get out the back door and go the other direction. And work his way to buy time and get a deep ball off. You've got to have good scramble rule drills. Your receivers, after the play breaks down, have got to know, hey, I've got to get vertical, or I've got to, do this, come back across and get Russ's field of vision. In Russ's first year in Denver, they didn't have that under Nate Hackett. They got better at that last year, and you saw sort of the statistical improvement last year from Russell Wilson. I mean, he wasn't bad. He was top 5 in the NFL in touchdowns when he got
Right.
benched because they needed a spark, which I think we all know what was really going on there. But I think it's possible. I don't think Russ is as bad as people have made him out to be the last couple of years. That said, there's a formula now. There is a specific formula out there for dealing with Russell Wilson, and so the Steelers are going to have to find a way to fortify and make sure that offensive line can hold, because he is one of the guys that holds onto the ball the longest, trying to make the play. I tend to believe Pittsburgh will be pretty successful. It'll be interesting to see Russ come back to Denver week 2 against the Broncos with those same Steelers. Got a lot of storyline there. So
Oh yeah, I can't wait for that.
we'll get I have a feeling that game will get a lot of run in week 2. So we'll see. I think he can. I don't think Russ is again. I don't think he's as bad as everyone's made him out to be. But the formula is out there, and he's going to have to find ways to counterpunch that.
I agree, my man.